Could happen to any of us. City crews make a repair, they cause damage to your home and leave you with the bill. This happened to one viewer who reached out to KXAN for help with some sewer problems city workers created outside his home. Our digging made a difference at this week's Austin City Council meeting.
Not 5 minutes after the KXAN crew had left my house, I got a call from the city's law department.
Would it be fair to say that since we disconnected and failed to reconnect, then really it's our fault?
The general answer is yes, we should pay this claim.
Citizens should not have to get on TV to get justice done. And just like all of us, the city has to be held accountable for their actions.
The city says it will repay Alejandro now, but it doesn't always end that way. KXAN investigator Dawn Denny tells us about a little-known law that is not on your side in situations like this.
Well, it's completely unfair.
Last month, the City of Austin crew came out to work on a sewage line outside Alejandro Puyana's house.
He must have ran over 300 feet of cable, and what he told me was that basically the cable hit a dead end.
When workers left, he says they didn't reconnect his line to the main line. And that's when it all started backing up until it had nowhere to go except back into his house, bubbling up through his commodes and bathtub drains.
It took him over 3 hours until he said, "My hands are tied. There's nothing, absolutely nothing I can do."
A private plumber couldn't repair it, but Puyana says he still had to pay him $1,100.
And I just assumed, maybe in a naive way, that the city would just take care of it.
But instead, the city sent him this letter denying his request for reimbursement.
The city is not liable,
saying it is legally immune from the property damage being claimed.
And that's because, according to state law, the city is not liable to pay for damages caused while performing certain government functions.
To Puyana, the explanation might be legal, but he says it still wasn't right.
When it's obvious that it's their responsibility, they should step up and do what's right.
Dawn Denny, KXAN investigates.
That law protecting the city of Austin from paying for damages like this has been in place since 2003. Again, after we started digging, the city agreed to pay that man back. In fact, the city sent us this statement, quote, "It's happy to work with claimants to reach a resolution and mutual understanding." That wasn't the case, you might remember, in May of 2012 when a KXAN investigation showed out the city refused to pay for property damage caused by falling light poles.
It's a sympathetic situation, but it's something that the legislature has made a determination on, and so it's something that the city doesn't have a choice to determine.
Well, that's the same city attorney from the top of our report with a much different change of tune. Our investigation uncovered numerous cases where decaying light poles had fallen and damaged private property. In each case, the city denied responsibility. This story tip came to us from our viewers, like you. If you've got something for us to investigate, send us an email at investigates@kxan.com or call our tip line, 512-703-5255.